Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Keep running, please. Thank you. Thank you. What is up, guys? It's your boy Mikey the Great, and in this video, well, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys on why I personally think Mikey needs to be buffed. And I don't want to say he needs to be reworked. I just think Mikey needs to be buffed. And well, he needs to be buffed. His kit needs to be helped because his kit needs to be updated. His kit just feels heavily outdated. And I think Mikey needs an add-on pass at the same time. But for starters, let's talk about Mikey's kit. So for those of you that don't know or understand how Mikey's kit works, well, at any match, you always start off at tier 1. In tier 1, his movement speed is a little bit greater than Nurse's movement speed. He does not have a terror radius. He is granted undetectable status, and his lunging radius is significantly reduced. So I think that tier 1 really just needs to go due to the simple fact that the way I see it, I see tier 1 more as a hindrance to Mikey due to the simple fact that unless you can predict where, like, unless you predict properly or just know where survivors spawn at, which is possible, that is the only way T1 isn't going to hinder Mikey. But in my eyes, I overall see it more as a hindrance. Now, on to tier 2. Now, at tier 2, Mikey actually becomes a killer. And what I mean by actually becomes a killer, he's not hindered. He's not being held back. So, in tier 2, Mikey has a 110 movement speed, which is the same as Huntress, Trickster, Spirit, and Hag. And he has I believe at tier 2, it's a 24-meter terror radius, same as Trickster, Hag, and Huntress. And he has regular lunging range. Now, tier 2, I think Mikey should stay in tier 2, or not stay in tier 2, but start the match in tier 2, due to the simple fact that it'll be much better for him. Like he's an actual killer, and it's like, I'm sorry guys, I'm doing this unscripted, so you guys got to work with me. Right now I'm just spitting off the top of my head. So I think Mikey should start off in tier 2 due to the simple fact that he's a regular killer. He can pressure survivors. He's still gonna suffer the typical 110 killer thing, but it's something is better than nothing, rather than wasting like a few, maybe like a minute or two trying to get your power, trying to become a real killer. And then as of tier 3, now all I have to say about tier 3 is that I think tier 3 is fine. At tier 3, you gain 115% movement speed. You have, okay, so standard movement speed, standard terror radius. The only things about Mikey's kit that changes is due to the simple fact that, one, all survivors are exposed. You one hit them. Like, doesn't matter whether they're healthy or injured. All survivors are exposed. And then secondly, he has an increased lunge radius, so he can literally lunge all the way from Antarctica to America to attacking a survivor. And not only that, this is just something that I have noticed. While Mikey's in tier 3, he seems to vault and break pallets a little bit faster. I don't know if it's just me, but that's just something that I myself have noticed about Mikey. Other than that, I think Mikey's kit is great. Just get rid of tier 1. And he'll be golden. Just get rid of tier 1. That's all I say to do to him. Just straight up, just get rid of tier 1. Tier 1 really doesn't have any place in the game anymore. Those are the only things that I would do to change his kit. Alright, now that I have told you guys about how I would change Mikey's kit, and I'm talking about just his kit alone, let's go through and talk about some of his add-ons, because I personally think Mikey needs a hardcore add-on pass. And what I mean is, like, some of his add-ons are just horrible, just straight up horrible. But let's get into it. So a common add-on, tacky earring, slightly increases movement speed while stalking. Let's be honest with you, who uses this add-on? Like, if I'm being honest with you, you really don't need any add-ons for movement speed while you're stalking, because Like Mikey, he's already severe. Like his movement is like literally non-existent when he's stalking. So like, I just like this is a waste of an add-on. Boyfriend's memo slightly increases the lunge of evil within one. Now, as I told you guys, I'm gonna come back to this. Give me just a second. All right, boyfriend's memo slightly increases the lunge of evil within one. As I already told you guys, Mikey's tier 1 really has no place in the game anymore, so that means that I definitely want to get rid of this. Blonde hair slightly increases the duration of evil within 3, slightly increases the amount of evil required to get to evil within 3 for the first time. This, in my opinion, can stay. Like, I think it's fine, it's okay, but, like, it's alright. Alright, reflective fragment. Evil within 2 reveals the auras of survivors who've been stalked for at least 1 second. Aura stays visible for a duration of 2 seconds. What does seeing a survivor's aura for 2 seconds do? Like, okay, let me stalk them while they're there, and then you stalk them for a whole second. They're not in your line of sight. You stop stalking. Guess what? You only get 2 seconds of seeing their aura. Memorial flower slightly increases the rate at which evil is gained when stalking a survivor. So this is one of the add-ons of Mikey that I use, because to me it's still valuable, because in my opinion Mikey kind of wastes a little bit too much time trying to stalk survivors to get to the next tier. So this one I would keep. The memorial flower I would keep. Jewelry moderately increases movement speed while stalking. I've already talked about that. Hairbrush moderately increases the duration of evil within 3. Like I said, these kind of add-ons. See, I believe the other one that's like this. This one, see, hairbrush, hair bow, and lock of hair. Those 3, I think they can all stay. And then glass fragment, even within 1, reveals the aura of survivors who've been stalked for at least 1 second. Aura stays visible for a duration of 3 seconds. Again, what is that even gonna do? And it's the fact that I kind of want to get rid of tier 1 as well, in my opinion. All right, now dead rabbit moderately reduces the terror radius of evil within 2, moderately increases the terror radius of evil within 3. We're gonna come back to this one because there's something that I want to say about it. All right, mirror shot. Evil within 2 reveals the aura of survivors who've been stalked for 1 second. That's stupid, just straight up stupid. Judas Journal. So this one is where you stalk the obsession faster. This is also one of the add-ons that I use for Mike. I don't use it as much because if I use this, I run Nemesis with it. I run Nemesis so that I can switch obsession and tear up a bit quicker. Jury blocks considerably increase movement speed while stalking. Waste of a add-on. J. Myers Memorial. This is also an add-on that I currently use, which, okay, his stalking add-ons, in my opinion, are his best add-ons for current Mikey. For the way he is now that I'm releasing this video, I think stalking add-ons are his best add-ons. I've already said something about hair bow. Vanity mirror we're gonna come back to. Tombstone piece we're gonna come back to. I've already said something about this, about lock of hair. Okay, now scratch mirror. Everybody, I understand, everybody loves scratch mirror due to the simple fact that it's the only horror aspect of the game, because you don't know if Mikey is there. Like I said, he stays in tier 1. He cannot exceed tier 1. Evil within 1 reveals survivors aura when stalking within a 32-meter range. Evil within 1 cannot progress past tier 1. For each score hit event, 1 blah blah blah. Yeah, you guys get it. So you're stuck in tier 1, okay? This is only good for certain maps, but here's the thing. I want to get rid of tier 1. So if I'm getting tier 1, that means that I'm technically getting rid of scratch mirror. But here's the thing. So we're gonna come back to 2 add-ons. So vanity mirror. Short story long, just make vanity mirror the new scratch mirror if we were to get rid of tier 1, because vanity mirror is just the tier 2 version of scratch mirror. Just make vanity mirror scratch mirror. Just, you're in tier 2, undetectable, keep same movement speed. You get the 110 movement speed, but like just slightly decrease the speed, and that's about it. Okay, so I've already talked to you about lock of hair. Now, all right, Judas Tombstone and Tombstone piece. Now, as everybody knows, these are the add-ons where Mikey, as long as he is in tier 3, he can kill survivors. Now, some of y'all are probably thinking, just get rid of those add-ons. Moris have been nerfed. Some of y'all probably thinking that, oh, those add-ons are unfair. Well, in the way that the game is right now, by the time Mikey gets to tier 3 with these, the game is pretty much almost over. There should be only like maybe 1 or 2 gens left, and by the time he pops tier 3, he'll probably kill a survivor. Now, here's what I have to say about Tombstone, the Tombstone pieces. Now, do I want to get rid of the Tombstone pieces? I do. I really do. But here's the problem. You cannot get rid of the Tombstone pieces due to the Evil Incarnate achievement. The Evil Incarnate achievement is pretty much Tombstone all 4 survivors. So one of the Tombstone add-ons have to stay. And in my opinion, I would get rid of Tombstone piece. Because in my opinion, in order to more a survivor with your power, to me that's worth an ultra rare add-on slot. In my opinion, that's worth that's an ultra rare add-on slot. Just change Tombstone, Judas Tombstone. How would I change this? I don't think I would change it, as a matter of fact. He starts in tier 2. I would agree with the disabled ability to stalk with Evil Within 3. Since when has he been able to do that? That's just wasting evil then. I'm getting sidetracked. Tremendously increased the amount of evil required to reach Evil Within 3 for the first time. Okay, so the moderately decreases movement speed. I would change that to slightly decreases movement speed. That's what I would change it into instead of moderately. And then we got Fragment Tuft of Hair, or in other words, unlimited evil within my headset is about to die. Unlimited evil within 3. I would probably change this due to the simple fact that I don't think they're like survivors stay perma exhausted. Exhausted. I can't even think right now, guys. Perma exhausted. I said it again. Perma exposed. Survivors stay perma exposed. I would just get rid of this because, in my opinion, this is just too damn powerful. I mean, yes, it's worth an ultra rare add-on, but it's just too powerful. Yes, tremendously increases the amount of evil required to reach Evil Within 3, but in my opinion, still, that's just it's too powerful. Other than that, I've given you guys my thoughts and opinion about Myers. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because I personally think that Mikey really does need to be updated and buffed, because right now he's just, ever since Ruin got nerfed, you don't see Mikey anymore. Like, you just don't. But before I kick a dead horse, I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end of the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more content, and let me know what you guys think about my idea on how I would change Mikey. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree with me. Like, as always, guys, what I say is not law. These are just my ideas, but that is all I have for you guys for now. I am Margaret the Great, and I will see you guys in the next video.